No, he hasn't.
So let's break down this Twitter exchange. It all starts with Levy Rozman, better known as GothamChess, who reacted to Chess.com's big announcement. He called it a very exciting moment for chess, pointing out that for once we have a cohesive schedule. Events like the Speed Chess Championship, the Chess.com Global Championship, and even Title Tuesday are now tied together, all leading into the Esports World Cup in 2026. His main point? Online chess is finally starting to feel like it has a proper competitive cycle, where each event flows into the next and ultimately produces a world-class championship. Levy even wondered what it would look like if over-the-board chess had something similar. That's where Emil Sutovsky, the CEO of FIDE, stepped in. He fired back, saying, "Hold on, over-the-board chess already has this structure." He pointed to the Grand Swiss, the World Cup, the Candidates Tournament, and of course the World Championship match itself. In his view, that's already a cohesive cycle, and one with much bigger prize funds when you add everything together. But Emil didn't stop there. He also took issue with Levy's comments about FIDE prize money. According to Emil, Levy either underestimated or downplayed the actual increases. He claimed that prize funds have grown by closer to 30% on average, not the 3% that Levy had mentioned elsewhere. Emil even challenged him to a debate on any platform to clear things up. So, in short, Chess.com's announcement ties its biggest events into the Esports World Cup. Levy was excited, suggesting online chess finally has structure. Emil Sutovsky pushed back, saying over-the-board chess already has that structure, and accused Levy of misrepresenting FIDE's efforts. This sets the stage for a pretty interesting clash between the online chess world and the traditional chess establishment.
So, for the second time in a matter of weeks, the CEO of FIDE has called out the number one content creator around chess. GothamChess has almost 7 million chess subscribers, or subscribers on his YouTube channel, and not to mention TikTok followers, Instagram followers, Facebook followers. His comment section is going to be pretty in tune with what the majority of chess fans want. Now remember, it's not always engaged fans. We had that debate the last time these two clashed, a video here on the channel. But it's interesting. Now, in terms of this whole debate, over-the-board chess, yes, does have the candidate cycle or the World Championship cycle, where you've got the FIDE circuit, you've got the Grand Swiss, the World Cup, the women have got separate events, and then a qualification by rating, all towards the candidates, where 8 players play double round robin to play the incumbent world champion. We'll be talking about Gukesh in a video later this week. But it's not the same. Now, some people were quick to point out on Twitter. I probably was a bit flabbergasted when Levy said this himself. But if you listen to the video that he made, I clipped it there, I'm sure I'll include the link in the description. He makes a very valid point, or several very valid points. One is to get to all these events, not all the same players are playing. Number 2, what events matter? Now, for the candidate cycle, we know the Grand Swiss matters, we know the World Cup matters, but what else matters? Because for the FIDE circuit, which is something we talked about on the candidates video before, it's not clear, and you don't have the best players in the world playing the same events consistently. Because you could say Tata Steel matters, but that's a tournament where there's 14 people. Some of them are invited there, some of them qualify in a way. Norway Chess is only 6 players. Then you've also got Sharjah Masters, which is an open tournament, but not all the best players play. You've got the Reykjavik Open. You've got the Grand Chess Tour, which is not a classical event. It has some classical events, like the Singfield Cup, which I'm currently covering. So, with this EWC, the Esports World Cup, we know exactly what matters. We know that the Title Tuesday is going to have 3 splits. Split 1 will qualify you for the Speed Chess Championship, and that will be an event that you can follow with the live finals. Split 2 will qualify you for the Global Chess League, which will be brought back, and then there will be an overall leaderboard. And now, Chess.com recently put out, there's a community post on my YouTube channel, that Title Tuesday is going back to 1 event a week. It'll be now 5+0. I don't know what this means for Untitled Tuesday. Might have to look at that. I might have to be streaming at 1 a.m. And they're going to introduce Proctor. So they are doubling down on the cheating methods, which calms everything that I was worried about a few days ago in the Esports World Cup video for 2026. But he makes valid points. Over the board doesn't have that. Now, how would I fix that? Well, that's probably another video for another day. But he is right. The candidate cycle doesn't fully capture what this Esports World Cup cycle has. And it needs to be looked at. Now, I'm not getting into the debates about prize money and stuff like that. I'm very happy with the candidates being the decider and then the World Championship. The cycle needs to be shorter, and we need to have clear ways of getting the best players in the world to play. You know, Title Tuesday, Magnus and Hikaru and Firouzja and Levon and Levy and all these guys are going to be playing, and Danya and the Indian players, Gukesh and Prague and Arjun, they're all going to be there. When it comes to over the board, you don't know who's going to show up. The organizers try to get the best players, but they don't always want to come. So we need to find a way to make that matter. You know, because like I can cover Tata Steel, I can cover No-Way Chess, I can cover the Reykjavik Open, I can cover this. There's a chess tournament going on almost every day somewhere in the world that is of some importance. And yet it's not always covered. It's not always presented unless you're deeply following it and you're really looking at it hard. Like, I'm a chess fan. I really am. I will watch games. I sat through the Magnus 8-hour marathon when he played Jan Nepomniachtchi backwards. Like, I didn't watch it live. I didn't know about chess at the time. I went back and watched the whole 8-hour stream. So this needs to be looked at. So Levy's not lost his mind, as much as that's a bit clickbaity. But what is the FIDE president talking to Levy about? I know he says he wants to engage in him. Levy's not going to do it. GothamChess is not going to do it. But hasn't he got better things to do? We'll talk about the prize money on a different day. He's now on Twitter justifying it. Guys, remember, the prize money is only there for if you make it to the match. Like, Gukesh only gets the money from the match. He doesn't even get it for the candidates. He doesn't get it for the Grand Swiss. Like, the data is a little bit cherry-picked. But there needs to be more consistency. And like with the Esports World Cup, these players can now sign contracts with esports teams, which are worth lots of money if they can get them long-term. Even in the short term, they're a decent sum. There's no way to do that with classical chess as of yet. There's got to be something better. There's got to be something better. Chess can be top 5 sports in the world in terms of quality of players, viewership and stuff like that. It really can. It really, really can. Levy makes a good point. I'm doubling down on it. It can be improved. It really can. I would love to improve. I've got my own ideas. Maybe there'll be a video. Let me know in the comments down below. Would you like to see my ideas? I might just do it anyway. But let me know what you think. Has Levy lost his mind? I'm defending him. I haven't always defended him. Actually, I kind of have. I wasn't going to defend him in this video until I watched his response to it. And then I realized what he was talking about. And what he talks about makes a lot of sense. So I recommend you also go check that out. If you haven't, you've probably seen that and got recommended this video and were like, what? But cheers. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.